Hello, my name's Bob Campbell. Most people know me as Topsax on eBay. I've been selling saxophones and saxophone accessories for a number of years. I also sell quite a few pads from time to time on eBay and direct. I have customers all over the world that buy saxophone pads from me. Anyway, on this video, I'm going to introduce to you a brand new product that I just recently came out with. It's a plastic resonator. It's something I'm extremely happy to have because over the years I've had a number of people ask me about putting plastic resonators on pads, and I haven't had the product simply because most plastic resonators that you buy in the industry are difficult to install. I mean, you have to have special tools. They're heating irons that have a special head on them that leave a special bevel on the back of the resonator when you install it. You have to apply the right pressure, everything to get it just right. Well, it's not an easy thing until now. My new product was basically designed with one thing in mind, and that was to be very easy to install and also to be functional and durable and good looking. Here in this photo you can see a picture of some resonators just laying on a table. Beside them are the caps. Real quickly, this is a plastic resonator. That's a metal post, a brass post that's impregnated in the resonator, and that's a cap that goes on the back to seal it. Here's a little bit closer photo showing the resonator with the cap sitting on the post. Here is a pad that shows the post inserted, the resonator and post inserted into a pad. Here's the hole, there's the post. And this next photo is a picture of the pad and post with the cap sitting on the top, ready for installation, ready for final installation. Now what's great about this plastic resonator, what I call the Topsax RESOFAST plastic resonator, is this next photo. I mean, here are all the assembly tools, the installation tools that you need to install a Topsax resonator. You need a little household hammer, and you need a little $2 punch, and that's it. I mean, this little tool right here is basically nothing more than a little hammer punch with a little flattened head on it, and that's all it takes to install this resonator. In this photo you see me installing a cap on the back of a pad, and you can see how easy it is. One thing I'd like to point out to you is that I always use a soft towel underneath the pad, and that's to keep from damaging the pad or damaging the resonator. And it's great. I never have any problems. I never damage the pad. I never damage the resonator. All it takes is just a little towel like this, put right underneath it, and when you set the cap, and even if you hit it really hard, it doesn't damage the pad or the resonator. I don't recommend that you hit it super hard. It doesn't need to be hit hard. It just needs to be hit firm. You can see right here that this is a durable installation. I mean, I've got the pad in one hand, and my left hand here is pushing on the resonator just as hard as I can possibly push. I've got the pad bent over at about 90 degrees, and you can see the blood here in my thumb applying a lot of pressure on this resonator. And what's great about it is the sealing system, the design of the cap and the post is once it's smashed together, it's not coming loose. I mean, it really will hold. Here's a photo of some resonators laying inside some pad cups, a manufacturing pad cup. We use this to size pads, but it just gives you an idea what the sizes look like side by side. This next photo is very interesting in that it shows a side view of the plastic resonator. Now, the reason I wanted to show you this, and this is important, my resonator is a little bit thicker by about 1.5 millimeter than the industry standard, and I did that on purpose. Number one, I wanted the rivet, post rivet, to be impregnated into the plastic with plenty of plastic around it so it would be strong. And number two, I wanted the resonator to sit down in the tone hole a little bit. That in my opinion, that gives you a better sound on the saxophone because the resonator sits down in the tone hole a little bit, and I think it gives a better baffling effect, and I think it's a more functional resonator. So you can see that there's a side view. This is about 1.5, 2 millimeters right here. Okay, this next photo is simply a photo of the 6 sizes side by side. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was easy. But what I wanted to show to you is you notice how nice of an impression it puts in these pads. I mean, if you have a good quality pad and it has a good felt in it, when you install these resonators, it's going to seal or basically set into that felt really good. It's going to give you a nice impression. It's going to kind of build up the felt just the way you want. It's going to end up being a very nice, good looking, very functional pad resonator after installation. They should seat very well on your saxophone. This last photo is interesting in that you know, if you want a different color, it's not a problem. I mean, depending on the size of the order, you know, if you want to have some kind of identity to your own saxophone pad, or you're a wholesaler and you'd like to have a little different color than the standard industry chocolate color, no problem. I mean, I own the molds. I can inject any color you want. It doesn't matter. Obviously, I wouldn't do that on a small order, but I mean, if it's an order that, you know, has a little bit larger quantity of resonators, no problem. I can custom build you any color that you would like. This last photo basically shows you 6 sizes being packaged and the 2 sizes of caps. This first size of caps here goes with number 1 and 2, and the little larger caps go with number 2, 3, 4, and 5. No big deal. It's just the smaller resonators require a little smaller cap, so it doesn't take up all of the room on the back of the pad, because some of the pads are small, you know, and you want a smaller cap. Well, that's basically it. I'd like to thank you for stopping by and looking at my video. I'd like to remind you that we are a seller on eBay, Topsax. I've been there a long time. I have a very good reputation, and I'm going to be offering this product in about a week to 10 days. In small starter kits, or we're going to call them grab bags. It's going to be about 300 resonators with caps, and I'm going to include about 10 to 15 pads with the holes in them, so you can kind of get started experimenting right when you first get your order of resonators to see how you like them. And I'm hoping you'll stop by eBay and check out my store. The best way to do that, go to eBay, type in Topsax in the search box. It'll take you right to my eBay store, and give it about a week to 10 days before I'll have these grab bags listed. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you looking at my video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.